Hawkman issue 12, Robert Venditti writing with Brian Hitch on the art.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is the end of the first year and the
Yeah.
end of the first major arc, and I think Hitch's last issue on the book.
Yeah, and I will say it sticks the landing very well.
It does, yeah.
We get all the Katars from times taking out the Deathbringers and dealing with their basic not invulnerability, but unkillable. What's it called when you're unkillable? Immortality, I guess.
Invulnerability.
Yeah, invulnerability.
Yeah, invulnerability, because
it's more immortality because they can still be hurt and they die. They just come back.
Yeah. So
indestructible.
Yeah.
It's more mechanical though, isn't it?
The overarching theme of this whole year, you can say, is change, and that's who Hawkman's always been, right? Is time, change over time, and so it starts off with this him and what's his Idam, yeah, who in this issue looks a lot like Vin Diesel. So now that
does.
His voice to me at the end became Vin Diesel, and it made him that much more of a worthy adversary, weirdly, right? But so the big Deathbringer ships are getting ready to fire, and all of the Hawkmen are now basically willing to give all their lives to stop them from destroying Earth.
Yeah, and they're all just going in and setting bombs, trying to stop them, and it's the last one's still active, and then Kryptonian comes in. He's like, oh. Yeah.
Well, that was cool. We all know I love Kryptonians, but the hawk creature from Metal just wailing on it with his hammer.
Yeah, that's
on
good.
That one. Such a good, because you just see, we know how big he is, right? He's this big, huge, but just see him on this ship and see how tiny he is, and he's still just going at it, and there's the thoom and the thoom sound, But no, the Kryptonian, him going, but they say I can fire lasers from my eyes with this yellow sun. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. Let's try that.
Yeah. And they destroy it, and he makes Idam relinquish the generalship of the Deathbringers by basically making him submit. He's like, I don't have to kill you, but I'm going to defeat you because I can't kill you. But I'm going to show you I was the general and you served under me.
Yeah.
You're
only the general now in my absence. You're not actually worth it.
Right. And he straight up rips that metal wing off of him.
Yeah, that looked vicious.
Which was pretty dope. And then he brings the mace down on his head in Grand Thor fashion.
Yeah, and he's like, look, all right, you've already submitted, but I'm going to hammer the point home a bit. And then smacks him.
Yep. And man, it was just very Who Runs Bartertown. That's all I kept thinking from Thunderdome, because he's just like, who's the general? And then that's what he makes him, and he commands the Deathbringers to leave. So it's again,
hey, go be farmers.
Yeah, go do some good with all the chaos you've wrought across the galaxy, which means the big bad, whoever this darkness of the abyss is that they were serving. I'm sure it's not going to be too happy about losing their army to Carter Hall. But we get this really cool moment that one of the Deathbringers comes forward, and it's Katar, the original, which makes for some timey-wimey. That's
shenanigans, and it does happen. It's like, hey, look, you need to remember, and now Carter remembers everything. From all time and space. Is there one on that page there where he's wearing the helmet in Naboo, or is that just a similar looking design?
I'm looking. No, are you talking the one with the
top left
jetpack?
Oh, is that the jetpack one? Okay.
Yeah, he's the jetpack one. That's the one from Rain.
Yeah. Never mind.
But so he remembers everything, even what just happened. So this is canon in all of their lives now, which creates a loop, right? Which is what Hawkman's always been about.
Yeah.
So it's still true. So Idam being, the one that started all of this, but Xanadu comes up and she's like, that was quite a show. All the stuff that you've done now, it's all led to this, and it shows him writing in the journal, and he can't just sit idle though.
No, of course not. So
he's gonna keep going.
He goes and visits Idam, at the end,
Mm-hmm.
who's he's locked up in a big prison.
Yep, and he's wearing some kind of thing that's neutralizing his power.
Yeah.
But he's like, no, you will slaughter again, because a new blood campaign. Because if you've done all this, it's just gonna start anew. You
ended this, but it won't last. Something else will come up anytime, and it's a next Hawkmen of War.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm feeling. I think the next issue is an adventure from the journal. I don't know if that's maybe we're getting like an arc of those like journal issues. I don't know. That could work.
And I'm okay with that. But yeah, Venditti just stuck the landing so well. It's probably my favorite Hawkman story now that it's done. Like, I was in from the beginning watching him rob, temples and stuff, finding out who he was, and then we got all this history stuff. But to bring the essence of Hawkman again while keeping everything that's also happened, that's a real skill.
Yeah.
And to make all of this canon so they all remember that there was that time that they came together to basically save the universe and save Earth. It's real cool. Now we get to see him do the whole alternate lives things, and now we have more. Like, I'm excited to see the one from Ran, and even the one from the Microverse, and the Red Harrier.
I hope we get the odd occasional mini just on the adventures of one of these Hawkmen.
Yeah. And now we can go forward too, because now that we've done the whole time loop thing, now we can have Carter Hall going forward being Hawkman, because they seed what happened with the red-haired woman, who we see as Kendra.
Yeah.
And how that saved his life and changed his life. So, but
and credit to Hitch over the 12 issues. No, I don't think there was ever a delay on the book. I don't recall any, but 12 issues in a row, and probably the best art I've ever seen from him.
Yeah. So, I just wish we'd seen some Idam as Vin Diesel early on, because once I made that connection, it made his character that much more.
I get it.
So, what'd you rate in this one?
Yeah, this was great. It's a solid 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9.
Oh man.
Yeah, really good. Stuck the landing.
Oh, let's go.